a scoring mechanism in it so that you can rate the responses, so you can see on the candidate that, oh, they answered 95%, they're fantastic, or geez, they're only 20% once we added up all the different results, so they missed the mark with what we're after. That's probably the piece that I think is missing, because it's great having the information, but if you've got to go and look for it all the time and reread it, you don't want to have to do that. You want it something to say, we've assessed them, this is the result.
Yeah, got it. Okay, so next, team reviews, we have to remove it. It's not useful. Next is emails.
So the team reviews will be a very similar thing.
Yeah.
So team reviews need to have some type of ranking, weighting system, so that we can quickly identify who's good, who's not, and who said they were good and who said they were not good, and maybe some comments around that.
Got it. Now in email, we have connected the Gmail account of the user, and we they can receive they can see all the emails sent to the candidate. If candidate reply to the email, they can also see it here only. Suppose assessment invitation, this I go and reply here, simply okay, done, send, and then I simply go here and go back, refresh. It shows me the reply to what did the candidate replied. Currently the interviewer and candidate is of same email, so it is not giving us the option to reply. It is showing us we only sent it, but if another email will reply to it, we have an option to reply, and then a drawer will open, and we can simply use this similar UI in the drawer and give the reply to the candidate. So the the hiring team can do everything here, see all the threads in one place, and reply and everything. Now for calls,
so they can reply to anything in that thread.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So now for calls, if we schedule here a call, it get logged here. But what we were thinking, if we can use something and summarize the call with AI, but that will be for later stages. But for now, we simply log the call.
Yeah, there's a lot of AI logging doing that, and also with the video calls, like your Google calls, they record them and AI transcribes them and things like that. So there's a lot of those sorts of features.
Yeah, so we are thinking about it, so we will can do it in later stages. This SMS and Slack part is left. For Slack also we need API and SMS too. But what we are thinking is that any mention we can send email to Slack. If during interview we assign an interview, we can send tag them in Slack, and any note if they are mentioned, we can tag them in Slack, the internal team. Now here is also an Ask AI candidate copilot, in which we can simply ask them the details of the candidate, what is left and what is not, and we can simply get the details here. This part is still have to be worked upon much, but it's let me show you. Give me pending task details. This will be only for the current candidate, whose drawer is open.
And I like that. Can you have some predefined prompts that they just click so it automatically populates, some common questions that you would ask, so that it can rather than having to type it in, just click task left, what's next, whatever they might be an easy way to just speed things up and prompt people to use it.
Yeah, we can obviously do that. And here it showed a task title, the description, and a note was added. Status is pending, priority is medium. Summary, it shows you have one pending task assigned to yourself with a medium priority and a due date of February 23. The task includes notes that may require your attention. Now if I ask, tell me upcoming meetings with this candidate, so so like it gives the meeting link to everything and everything. We can use it in various ways. We can we can also like make it move the candidate to different round, move the candidate to new round.
So it has a very good UX follow up ahead. Like we can give the mic option, and by just speaking, you can do some stuff in the app. So it makes the
Yeah,
UX very simple.
Okay, so like
yeah, that's good. I think, yeah, I mean, if we can put these sorts of things throughout the system, just it's leveraging. Everyone's starting to use. It's just
yeah.
it's a common feature now. Time. So yeah, I think yeah, that's great.
Yeah,
That's
so
great.
like we are also planning to like if user can ask them to write an email and then it will automatically schedule the email and ask for the threads. Like it's still in development part, but it is like this is the whole concept.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and then next will be yeah, next are this tabs, AI screening tab. So this shows whole AI analysis of the candidate in like a typical graph form and old data in text form. We can bulk select them and do reanalyze of every candidate, or simply one by one select them and do reanalyze selected. We can view profile from here too. So this is the AI screening in table format, so that like user can, if there are large number of candidates, it's easy to read and easy to operate. Then this is the candidates tab, in which like we get the whole candidate, which round they are in, AI score. We can add manual score here too, and then we can go to the we can view AI analysis of them and like view profile of them.
Sorry, just go back. Sorry, just so this one here. So when you're in jobs and you're in candidates.
Mm-hmm.
So what we want to do is, so this is only for one job though. So we should only see when you're in jobs. It should go jobs, pick the job, and then look at all the candidates, so that you're only reviewing candidates that have applied for that job. Correct?
Yeah. So let me tell you like
Yep.
what we did. We added a candidates tab for like showcasing all the candidates in our all jobs. So in this we added that column, like which job they are currently in, and we can simply go to that job. Every like mistake and added in internal page too. Let me show you here.
Yeah. So the candidates tab is the global candidates.
Yeah, this is
where
global one.
candidates in a job should only be for that job.
Yeah. So this column supposed to be here, like not there, but this is for like the job applied and go to job. It will open the job details page, and then this is the whole global candidate page, in which AI score, they are based on their rank, and then we can multiple select them and do analyze select.
So just so this one's good. So even like when you have the candidates and you see jobs applied for, there might be a list of 4 or 5 jobs that they've applied for.
Yeah.
But you just have the most recent one plus 3 others or something, and then you can click and view all the other jobs.
Yeah.
But this is because one of the big things with an ATS is creating a full candidate list, and you might have 10,000 candidates in your list.
Mm-hmm.
So you need to be able to search and find them and sort through them, where you might only have 100 per job.
Mm-hmm.
So there's the 2 different things to consider there.
Yeah. Okay, so now let me go back through that page. Okay, now this is the interviews tab, showing all the interviews in a table format. We can like schedule new interview also. We can view profile and then add note too, and then we have the global interview tab too, showing all our interview. And also we have the calendar view, in which we have the calendar view of all the interviews scheduled, and we have a board view too. We like simply like change the interview to schedule to in progress and to completed. Like we can simply schedule it using the Kanban. In internal page 2 we have that. Yeah, so we can see the calendar and see the board view also, and simply change the progress. Then we have the offer part, which I will like to just show you. Let me just walk you through the task. This is a task part. same, everything is in table format. We can change the status here, and we have the board view also, pending, in progress, completed, and we have the global task part here also, in which we have all jobs, tasks, pending,
Yep.
and everything.
Yeah, great. So you've mapped it out to the global view and then the job.
Yeah.
The, yep. Yep.
And then we have here the board view also, and then inbox, we have all the email threads, like currently what all the emails is there.
And this is again, the inbox is all emails associated with this job.
Yeah, compared in this
Yep.
jobs particularly, and there this email will be for the every email for all the jobs, the global.
Or that'll just be for that user, will it be? Or you need to be able to nominate it by
No,
just showing.
it will be just for me, for what emails I have sent and in what all emails I have been CC'd.
Yeah, not what I've received.
No.
It's not a global
No,
email.
no,
It's
no.
only specific to you.
Yeah, specific to me and in which
Yep.
I have been CC'd.
Yep.
So this is the whole flow. Now let me like walk you through the whole offer and onboarding flow.
Net to show.
So suppose the user come here, the hiring team, and find this like candidate is capable, and simply click on offer here, or simply go to this and click on offer here. So it will move the candidate to the offer round, and then user can come to offer tab, like let it load. So user can come to offer tab. So whichever candidate will be in offer round, like in that particular round, we can simply this offer tab will show all the candidates in that offer round. We can open it. Now this is the whole offer workflow. We can also in later stages like add custom steps in it, but this is the particular steps for now. Negotiation, in this we can send email and see all the threads of the email and add our notes in it, save the note, and if the negotiation is completed, we can simply mark it as completed. And then we enter the final amount, decided amount. We have to like also add the currency selector here, like whichever currency we are deciding the amount on, and we can click on save.
Yeah, so there you'll need to put the currency, the period, so whether it's annual, monthly, hourly, and then the dollar amount. Yeah, and then just remember there'll be other elements to the offer outside of just salary. So it might be, in Australia, for example, we have the base salary, then we have superannuation, then we might have an STI bonus, we might have an LTI bonus, we might have a car allowance, we might have a phone allowance. So we need to be able to have some flexibility in there to add different components.
Got it.
Just so it's all clear.
So now next step is offer letter. Like we user can send email and send the offer letter. Compose it using AI and add CC here to set from hiring team, and then write the email and send them. They can easily see all the threads from here and simply replies by the candidate. Add notes here and then mark it as complete once it's completed.
Just with that offer letter as well, a lot of, and I do this, is it's a formal letter, so it's actually a letter on a letterhead, signed by the user. So generally, a letter of offer whether we use eDocs or something to draft that letter of offer and send it electronically so that they can sign it and send it back for approval and things like that.
Yeah.
So I'm not saying everyone will use it, but in a lot of businesses, they want more than just an email reply. Like we'll do the letter of offer and then same with the documents as well. So we'll put a proper employment contract.
Yeah. Got it.
Okay, got it.
We'll build that out as well. So
Yeah.
we'll need to set up some draft and some templates in there, or allow companies to upload their template in there for those things.
Yeah. Okay. Got it. Got it. So now we'll send the email for document request from the candidate. Like if we will get the email and we can download it. We can also do one thing, like we can extract the document from the email itself, the replied by the candidate, or like we can upload documents, manually upload the documents. Let me just select a picture here. Okay. We can upload multiple documents and then add notes here. Like we have to make this more user friendly and to different types of jobs. We have to think upon it and iterate upon it. So the document is uploaded and then we have marked the candidate as hired.
Yeah. Okay. So I think that's good. So just back up a couple of steps. So again, I'll use Australia. So when we'll send employment contract, but then we have other forms and other documents we have to share with, like for superannuation forms.
Mm-hmm.
So we send all those documents. So we need to be able to upload or have a library of documents, say standard government documents. Like we need to do tax documents, and those sorts of things. So we need to be able to upload documents to send to a candidate, which are standard ones for everyone type thing. So we just need to think how we're going to do that. But it's a perfect. The workflow is good. It's just a matter of fine tuning it, as you say, bit more user friendly.
Yeah.
No.
Okay. And then if we go to hire tab, it will show all the hired candidates which we have hired, the amount. We can show more details here. And then if we go here, open it. We can simply see every notes added in each and every step, and we can see the documents too. Like this is one of the document which I uploaded. And then we can upload more documents. Suppose in later stages we got more document or anything, we can upload here also. So this is the hire tab.
So just while I'm thinking here, so just firstly, the format of the amount and things like that should be in dollars and commas and all that sort of stuff, and it's going to be different for different currencies. But what we do need to be careful with is not every user should be able to see the salaried offers. Like if I'm, I don't let everybody in my business see how much I pay other people. There's only a certain amount of people. So we need an option within. I don't even know whether we need to show the amount. Maybe it's date accepted and things like that. Maybe we don't. Maybe we put the amount where you've got to have special access to get to it or something. To make it very visible for everybody, I think we could come into trouble.
Yeah, got it. So like only certain roles or certain user can see it.
Yeah, correct. Not everybody will need to see the amount. Like an offer should be very select few. Like there's only, we'll need permissions. Not everyone can issue a letter of offer, for example. So you need to have approval to be able to view some of that information. You need to have different permissions for making offers, for example.
Yeah, got it. So this is done, and then we have like most of the part is done. And then we have the email templates part. So we can create an email template using there will be various types of email template. Suppose here I select assessment type, then when we are creating an assessment, only assessment type of email templates will show to us in the drop down. So we can create manually or simply use AI, and we have various variables too. Like these variables will change dynamically when the email is sent, like candidate's first name, last name, email, current company. We have like all type of variables. We will also add here meeting schedule and meeting link. So these are the variables, and we can insert it, and we can generate it with AI also, like what is the email type, job position, tone, and context. So let me create for uh, thank you for applying, job position SD3, professional, and email template will
So
generate.
just with some of those job position, there might be opportunities to use drop downs or most recent jobs that you've been working on, so that you're not having to type the same job in all the time. So we've already got information in there. You just select which job it's for, potentially.
Yeah, we can. So
Just minimize the amount of typing. That's all.
So 4 variables have been used, like job title, company name, and sender name, candidate first name. And then we can also rewrite the content using AI, rewrite the email subject using AI, and then everything, and then we can simply create the template. And then these are all the templates. If we want to like edit it, we will simply open the drawer and we can edit it always. And then this is the email template part. Integrations, we currently have Gmail, calendar, and Stripe. And company profile, one more, careers page. So careers page is the page in which like jobs will appear, the internal HRMate page where jobs will appear. So this is the career page in which like I can upload the logo, banner image, about company, social links, and gallery images, and submit for preview, and then admin will like review it, which I will say will show once we show you the admin part. And then we have the users, showing all the active users. And like when posting the job, you just said like we need to have the roles, like suppose someone is a manager in the company, someone is a employee, so we can simply add here the way admin can give the roles, job roles, their current roles in the company. So this can be done here, and we have access request here where we like anyone tries to log in and logging for the first time in our in their company's HRMate account, the admin can approve them from here. It's taking time in loading.
Yeah. Sorry, can you just get back up to jobs for a minute, please? Just up to jobs, and then to open a job, just to the candidates list. So what I want to look at is our the piece where we promote jobs with Job Target. So one of the critical things we've got to do is promote jobs to Job Target, because that's a revenue stream. Again, advertising external, using things in the system is really what we want to prompt people to do. So one of the things we need to identify is, and you'll get these APIs back from Job Target, is promotion channels or advertising, whatever we want to call it. We need to know what job boards they send it to, how many applicants they receive from each job board, how many of those applicants were shortlisted through the process, so we can start to then to track which were the better performing job boards. It's no good having 1,000 applicants from one and 5 from another, but out of those 5 we shortlisted 4 of them, where out of the 1,000 we shortlisted 10 of them, so that we get a lot better results from certain job boards. So firstly, we need to be able to look at, for a job, is where we promote it, so the promotion activity. And then the other one is on each candidate, we need to know where they came from. So that's just something to think about. But the next piece is, through that job posting piece, we need to have that external promote your job piece, and that's the next piece that we've got to work through, because I've got a meeting with Job Target on Tuesday morning. So I've signed all the agreements with them. We're all ready to go. Now we need to start building in the APIs and start to connecting with those guys.
Yeah.
So I'll talk to them on Tuesday morning, and I'll come back to you. But we need to start building that API out now, and understanding this job posting process. So that, with all those things, job posting, assessment hub, we want that easy and prompted all the time, because they're money, they're money channels. every time someone clicks on those buttons, I make money. That's the main. Yeah, every time they do that's really the target there. So that ATS piece at the top looks really good, guys. As I said, we've got some fine tuning just on some workflows and all that to do, but I think from a general piece there, I think we're looking very good. Now, is this HR Mate admin or is this company admin? Who's what login are we looking at here?
Company admin.
A company user.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So now, like most of the things are shown. Now Abhishek will like walk you through the whole admin and consultant part.
So
Let me-
this was the
let me just-
company user part. I will show you the admin dashboard once.
So it should look very much the same from a jobs perspective. Like the ATS dashboard should look very much. So we should still have an ATS job board because I still need to post jobs myself. So, there's two ways to look at that. We either create HR Mate as a company account and we manage jobs in there ourselves. Potentially that's okay, so we've got the overview, we've got the analytics, we've got the regions, we've got the licenses, staff.
So first of all, here we have a global regional toggler. It is set to India for now. We can toggle it from here, and the whole data which is showing right here, like regions overview, region list, it gets dynamically if I am seeing the region list basically, or I will show you once. If I am seeing that staff member, if I toggle it to, let's say, this test region, it will change it, and everywhere in every single tab it changes. So I have put it a
Yep.
global toggler here, so it is for a better UX. So
Okay, yep.
in overview you
So
you
when
saw
we do get
all the
get
open jobs.
licenses, we can drill down and give them access to certain only their regions, for example.
Yes. So we have open jobs, we have active consultants, we are working on it. Placements, then settled revenue. We have a graph here. Then analytics, I can see the total views, total clicks, applications, active jobs. So 288 is the total number of drafts, jobs, templates also. So 95 is the number of active jobs.
Yep.
It does not count the closed one, draft or template, anyone. And from here we have regions overview. So everywhere in the admin dashboard we have focused mostly on showing data very nicely. So that is the main part. So I can click on any region and I will get a brief summary of how this region is performing, who are the top performees or staff managements here in this particular region. So we have this data here. Then
So sorry, just stop. Can I just stop you there for 1 minute? So if you, sorry, can you just move that? Just go back 1 bit. Move your little screen that you just moved. I can't it's on the side menu. I just need to see the side menu.
okay.
Yeah, just move that. Thank you. Yep. So we're in India at the moment. So regions overview, I would expect that I would only see India.
Yeah.
Is that correct? Is that the way it's structured? Because
So the
That-
particularly regions, this section shows for all.
so we might just have to think about that logic. So for region overview, let's just say I give you guys the Indian license, for example, then you can't change India at the top. You just see everything that's India.
Yeah.
So with that regional overview, it should be your region overview.
Yes.
Where if I click global at the top, I can see all regions overview. But if that region says India, I just see India. If it says USA, I just see USA. If it's Australia, I just see Australia. We just need to think of that logic because the India region shouldn't see any other regions,
Yes.
for example. So just a little bit of a tweak, I think, in the regions list.
Okay.
A lot of that information, maybe, we just have a little bit of a think about that logic, because this view should only be seen from a global view, if you like, for me.
Yes.
Where if I'm just looking at India, I don't need to see all the results for everywhere else.
Yes.
Does that make sense?
Yes. So we will change it basically.
Yep. It's just a logic thing. That's all.
Yes. So I have also we have here the licensees overview and the licensees list. So this both sections, the regions and licenses, this whole will be pulled up in a more global view, and per region view we will have different basically.
Yeah, I think that's I think we keep a global view, which is me, but when we're in a region,
Yes.
potentially we show just region data in a different way. Maybe there's a set of different data there, but from a global view, yeah, perfect.
Yeah. So here we have the licenses control also. I can terminate. I can the terminate, like it terminated. We have option. We can basically suspend the licensee, and it also loads the impact it is going to have, like one region will be affected, how many consultants will get fired, or things like that. All every single thing it tells upfront what are going to be the consequences of this action. You can also transfer the region to different licensee. I can edit the licensee details here. So these are all the basic things. Staff, I can see now this is per region based staff.
Sorry, just in that last scenario where you transfer a region license over, we probably need to do some effective dates so that the mapping doesn't, like a new licensee doesn't want to inherit a lot of old stuff. So we need to probably do some date defining as far as effective from this date, so that the data, which data you're pulling. Does that make sense? Otherwise, the new licensee is going to inherit a whole lot of old data. And I'm not saying we won't see it, but we need to put a line in the sand somewhere.
Yes.
In that sense, just a logic. I'm thinking how it might work if that happens. I mean, again, not urgent because we don't have licenses, and I'm not about to try and do that anytime soon. So, but I just think from how it works, we need to consider that.
Yeah, got it. So here we have this graph. It shows how many staff is underutilized, which are optimal, near capacity, or over capacity. So this all data we get here. Then we have a staff member list. I can
Well,
click here.
when you click again, probably a terminology thing with staff, they'll be consultants. Is that what you mean by staff?
Staff will contain all consultants, sales agents, and consultant 360, everyone.
Yeah, right. Okay. Yep. It's all staff and consultants. Yep.
So I
Yep.
can see their recent history, active leads, jobs, etc. Then also we have staff settlements. The pricing and integrations type thing, we are currently working on it. Currently what we are thinking, we discussed earlier too, we are going to give both the payment options, Stripe and Airwallex, which you wanted. So user, based on their convenience, can choose whichever payment option they want to go with. They can connect that and they can use that. Internally we are going to
Yeah.
manage,
Sorry, just 2 seconds there. I'm just going to send you a document. I've just done this up. I think at the moment, and let me just explain why I'm going to Airwallex rather than Stripe. The fact that we have, and a lot of it's to do with tax and currency conversions in the back end for me as well. So currently we have the default pricing as USD in most places, but we have AUD, we have INR, we have Great British Pound, we have Euro, the primary currencies across the system. If we use Stripe and someone pays in USD, that will get converted back to AUD and then into my Australian bank account. Then when I have to pay the consultant doing that work in USD, I've then got to get that money, transfer it back to USD, and then pay that consultant. So I lose on the currency conversion twice.
Yeah.
So what Airwallex allows me to do is if anyone pays in USD, it settles in USD and it goes into a USD account and USD money stays there. And it's the same with Great British Pound, Euro, AUD. So whatever the currency they settle in is the currency that I bank.
Okay.
Where if I go through Stripe, it's got to be converted to my Australian bank account. So that's the big difference here is that I'll lose 1% on every time I transfer money backwards and forwards from different currency. So that will add up very quickly. So that's the reason that I've gone to Airwallex. We can settle, if someone pays and settles in USD, it goes into my USD bank account. So Airwallex allows me to open multiple bank accounts in different currencies. So that's the whole reason why Airwallex to me is more favourable from a payment system rather than Stripe. Whilst Stripe is more mature and does a lot of things much better, the one thing it doesn't do is this FX conversion for me. I can't hold money in US dollars in Stripe. So that's the big reason. Just so you're understanding as to why I'm looking at changing this. It might not make sense from a straight programming perspective where Stripe's good, it works. Why are we worrying? But the fact that we bill people in multiple currencies, and then some of these bills are quite large. If we're doing an executive search, they can be up to $20,000. So the loss on that 20,000 transaction is significant.
Yes.
So that's why this Airwallex model is more favourable, but it's very much on the back end for me. It's more favourable from the Forex, from the currency conversion and the treasury. And then that allows me to then convert that back into my Xero accounting software a lot easier as well. So, have a good look through Airwallex. I've signed up to it already. I've just got to authenticate my account, and then I can send you guys some developer info to process that. So the good thing is we're not a complex payment gateway. We're not doing subscriptions. Whilst we do subscriptions, they're annual. All our subscriptions for the ATS, whilst we promote them monthly, we charge them annually. We charge them 12 months in advance all the time.
Yes.
So we're not doing month in cycling from a subscription. Airwallex does that as anyway within their system, but it's the big one for me is being able to do the big manual, lots of invoices, for invoice for 5,000, invoice for 10,000, where companies will probably pay by bank transfer back to me. They won't pay by credit card. And that's probably the big difference that with Stripe, I can give that with Airwallex, I can give them a local bank account. So I can give a US customer a US bank account and they can just transfer US money.
Okay.
Because most businesses with large transactions will want to go through the accounts payable process versus direct credit card payments. So the assessment hub, for example, will be primarily credit card, I'm guessing.
Okay.
But all of the recruitment services and everything will probably be on invoice and accounts payable, which is just easier within the Airwallex framework. So just a bit of background, just so you guys don't think I'm being difficult, changing from Airwallex from Stripe to Airwallex for no good reason. There's a lot of complexity in the back end as far as on the finance side of the business.
So what we can do is tell the user upfront that they are going to lose 2 times on if they use Stripe. A preferable method is Airwallex, kind of thing. We can
I don't even know if we'll give them the option. I think we just set up the payment through Airwallex at the moment. I'm not necessarily. I don't see the reason to complicate it with 2 different methods, to be honest.
Okay.
Keep your Stripe payment data, your development in the background, but let's set up Airwallex to make that the standard across the platform. I don't know why we would ever need to go to Stripe, but let's keep it there anyway. But let's look at implementing the Airwallex solution.
Yeah, that is fine too. We can go with Airwallex also.
Yeah, I thought about good idea having both, but I'm trying to think. I think it just complicates it from the finance and accounting piece on the back end.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. Okay, so continuing from there, we have the jobs overview page here. It gives us overview of all the jobs being posted in this particular region. Then I can basically search from here the companies. Let's say I can search the one which we just posted. So this was the company. These are all the jobs posted by this particular company. I can click on any job and see a detailed view here. So this particular page we have to we have to think more what all details we have to show here. We can show request also, like uh, any further consultants thing also we can show here. So this particular page
Yep.
is currently under development. We can put on hold this job, we can cancel this job, we can mark it as filled. I have
So we
also,
basically have admin override of the job if we need to.
yes, so this is the override basically. So I also have this job allocation options. So this is the manual setup. I can allocate job to any of the staff member. Let's say I want to allocate this particular job to a consultant, so I can do it from here. I can reassign to also.
And these are only jobs that have been assigned as HR mate consulting, like as our
Yes,
selecting one of our recruitment services as self-managed. We obviously can't assign that to anyone.
yes. So the jobs that are being shown here uh, are all managed by the consultants. So they are not
Yep. So they're
self-managed.
all recruitment services jobs, not self-managed.
Yes. So
Yep.
it also shows upfront the warning basically that this job is currently assigned to test sales agent. If you continue, auto rules will auto reassign ownership to the best fit consultant. So we upfront show all the disclaimer that what all going to be the consequences of this action.
Yep.
Then further we have the leads flow. The sales agent generates the leads. We can control all here. I can view the
Sorry. Yeah. Sorry. And I'm sorry for jumping in. I'm just thinking as we go when you're talking about that. One thing in the jobs in the company profile section that we went through before,
yes.
we need an option. If it's self-managed, we need an option for them to go, oh, too hard. I want to upgrade. I want to upgrade to a recruitment service. I want to send this to HR mate to do. So just put that down as a note that we want to be able to have the option to upgrade halfway through a job.
Yes.
So the companies can basically go, oh, I'm not getting to this, or this is more work than I thought. I need help, type thing. They can go upgrade to HR mate services, recruitment services, or something.
Yeah, got it. Okay. So here we have leads overview. I can see all the leads pipeline, the pipeline value. I can see the pipeline in detail too. Like these are all in currently prospecting. None of them have passed here. The leads conversion request also comes to the regional admin or the global admin only. So he can approve and further the lead gets converted. We generate a magic link and send to the mail, and from there the company can sign in to their dashboard, which Anish just showed. So here are the conversion requests. So I can approve from here, I can decline from here. So I also have to give the reason. What was the reason to decline? This reason gets to the sales agent and he can view the reason. Then further we have revenue and finance, all the options. I can see the overview. We have the overview, we have revenue metrics, we have commissions, the commission that goes to the consultants, to the sales agent. Also I have option, let's say this commission, all the approval goes from the regional admin too. We can automate this based on some rules, but currently it is all manual. I can approve this commission, and it will get transferred to the particular consultant or the sales agent.
Yeah, can you just put a currency symbol in front of the amount there, like a dollar symbol, or just a
Okay, yeah.
more just housekeeping more than anything? Just whether it's because if it's India, it'll probably be rupiah. If it's Australia, it'll be dollars. US will be dollars.
Yeah.
Euro will be a euro symbol, etc. So we just need. It's more just for clarity because when I'm viewing that at a global level, it's going to be a lot of different currencies through that system.
Yes, yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes,
Because the currencies will be aligned to whatever the service was charged in.
yeah. So,
So that's probably, yeah. Just think about the currency point on that
yeah.
from a global setting.
So currently in the whole ecosystem, what we are doing is we are moving on a credit-based system. The user comes and user does some amount of recharge, or if he wants, he can do pay as you go, the payee which you suggested in the pricing document, or he can purchase some subscription, and there are add-ons for the consultant services and the recruitment services. So all this the payment is done only once when the amount, let's say I want to post some job, so and it costs, let's say, around 999 9 let's say $99. So I can do a one time recharge of $150, and that $150 of credits will be credited to my virtual wallet, and that virtual wallet will be used for all the payments. If funds are not enough, then it will ask for further recharge or further payments.
Yeah, I'm not sure that's going to work for business accounts. To be honest, they're not going to want money sitting in a wallet on a separate platform. So what we will do for the subscription services, we will just invoice them that full amount at the time. For, let's say, Assessment Hub, we will invoice them and take payment straight away for that service.
Okay.
If you're talking about job ads through the Job Target portal, we don't manage those payments. Once they log into the post payment, they actually pay everything through Job Target. We don't get involved in that payment piece, so they pay that external to us. So the credit system doesn't really work in what we're doing within the ATS and within the recruitment services. There's a credit system in the Assessment Hub, which I've outlined in the documentation for that.
Yes.
But in the recruitment service, it's very much a pay for service, because they're just not going to have enough money sitting in there. The services are quite expensive, so they're not going to have $5,000 sitting in their wallet in our system. They're just not going to do it. As a business owner, I wouldn't do it. We pay for what we use. So yeah, we just need to rethink that credit scenario in the dashboard or in the main platform. The only time I can see credits is in the Assessment Hub. And if you have a look at the Assessment Hub links that I've sent you, it explains that pretty clearly how that works.
Yeah. So I have option to raise a dispute in this. Then basically these are all the basic stuff. The dispute I can raise, I can give the reason and dispute this commission, that this commission is not justified, things like that.
Okay, so sorry, just go back, just show me what you've got there. So you've got the consultant name. So what you'll need to show there is the job and the company. So we need to know what the company was, what the job was, what the service was. So you've got the service type there. Then what we'll need is total amount and then commission amount. So we need to break that down in a lot more detail, so that it's easy for the user to track and look at that and go, oh, that was for Coca-Cola, that was for the CFO role. This is the date. We need to know the date it was filled and what date it was completed. And we also need to, so there'll be different things in here. We need to, so the way, if it's a recruitment service, there'll be a 50% payment up front from the customer, but then the balance won't be paid until the job's filled basically until the assignment's finished. So we need to track the dates of those actions as well, because I'm not paying consultants until the customer pays me. So we need to step through that entire workflow as to who did it, who's it for, what was the job for, what was the amount they billed, what was the dates they were billed, and then has it been paid as customer paid in full, then release commission type thing from there.
Yeah, okay, got it. So further we have withdrawals logs here. We have refund request. Withdrawals.
Yeah.
So even to withdraw, a consultant has to get approval from the regional admin here. So once we approve, the amount gets credited. So here also we can show in detail the view what was this payment for. This particular payment gets compiled up in their virtual wallet, and once in some anytime they can withdraw this amount.
Yes. So for the sales agents and consultants, that they will create a virtual wallet, and we will set up some auto. Like we shouldn't be holding on to that money. We should be paying the consultants as soon as, within 7 days of us getting the money is the idea. But they need to have full access and visibility around what they're owed as well, and we need to know what we owe them as well. So,
Okay.
Yep.
So next we have this careers request which Anish just showed. So the companies which make their profile, I can preview their profile.
sorry. So
So the preview.
careers. This is a careers page. Okay.
So
Okay. So these are companies with career pages through the system.
yeah.
Okay. Just change your sidebar menu header to careers page. I thought that was a careers for an internal, but it's careers page. Just add the word page
Okay.
in the sidebar there. Just it confused me when I saw it.
So this particular this particular page just shows the request which company made to. They are telling that preview our company details and approve it basically.
Yep. Can you have a little badge next to that to show, like you had 90 pending? We need to see how many are pending on there so that it doesn't get overlooked. So we need to have a bit of a flag to say you've got 90 pending at the top. In the sidebar, can you have a little badge that says 90 so that you can see that, hang on a minute, you've got 90 of these requests waiting, you need to action them.
Okay, got it. Yes.
Same potentially with refund requests and things like that. We need little badges to say something's happened in that account or in that menu item.
Yeah, we can give that here. So
Just things that need actioning. Like if we need to allocate a consultant to a job, if there's items pending, we need to know which menu items we need to focus on. Otherwise, you might go 2 weeks and not look at that, and then suddenly you've got customers yelling at you because you're not actioning their requests. And that might be something we need to look at from a notifications point as well, where you could say you have 10 pending requests, 5 urgent because they're over X amount of days old, for example.
yeah.
Yep.
So further we have system settings, system overview, then integrations. I can overview what all integrations we have built. We have email, Stripe and SMS. We are going forward with Slack integration too. We will further integrate Slack too here. Then in email templates, we can manage the email settings too here. We have email templates. I can preview it here. Then I can edit it also. And these are the dynamic content. So high level, we also have integrated AI here too. We can do, like in the admin dashboard, we had to primarily focus on the data showing. We can show most of the data to the admin. So let me just
Have we got user lists for emails here? Because remember we were talking about setting up an integration with Microsoft to auto do their email, like their HR made email addresses and things like that. I did a bit of AI researching on that, and it's quite easy to do through Microsoft Graph, I believe. Their API link, so that we can set up users in our system with email addresses and things. We can do that in admin,
Yeah.
I believe.
Yeah. Okay.
Because I'll need a full list of users in the system with emails and what region they're assigned to and things like that, and be able to manage their accounts, their emails, and or their email access and things like that.
Yeah. So here I asked the AI about this particular candidate Anish Suman, and it fetched this information, and I can review it. I can also ask it some complex questions, and it can figure it out, in which, let's say a candidate is stuck in some pipeline for a very long time, so I can actually view that also. So this AI stuff is currently in the process. We will build it.
That I like that AI piece, and just while you're talking about that, one thing that came up as an idea was, for this AI piece at least, was when a new job's posted, there should be an AI piece to search our candidate database for anyone that might be suitable for this role, for example.
Okay.
That's a really good feature, so that you don't have to manually go through and search it, but you can ask AI to give me a list of candidates, and potentially it happens in a full table format, because you want to be able to view the candidates that and reject, or apply or assign to the job, or move to the job, or reject, just from your candidate database. So that'd be a really valuable tool, especially as I said, if you've got 100,000 people in your candidate database, you're going to need some help to find the ones that you want each time when a job goes in. So that'll be an excellent tool.
Yeah, actually, we are also thinking in that direction. We will figure it out. First, the V0 flow comes into place, then we will, in the V1, we will put this AI stuff also in the place.
Yep, that's perfect. Yep.
So this was the whole high level flow of the admin dashboard.
That looks awesome. That looks really good, and I think that's that above my expectations, which is great.
Okay.
Now, next, let's discuss about the landing page. Charles will show us all the landing page stuff, and we can discuss about it. Charles, can you show us?
Yeah.
Oh, Charles is there.
Good morning.
Hey, Charles.
Yeah. I'm good. Good day, John. Yeah. I sent Anish the link. Currently, I'm outside, so I didn't really come out with my PC. But Anish, if you could help me, with the link.
Yeah, sure.
Currently outside. Yeah. Need this. Yeah. So currently, I build the main pages, though there are still lots of pages to build and to integrate other links. But I to show you guys so far what I've come up with for the launch. And yeah, the beta list feature that Anish talked about, I integrated it too. That's on the hero section. If you click the button. Okay.
Okay. Yep.
So this is what. Yeah. Okay. Good. Okay. Click on the recruitment feature. Yeah.
Recruitment.
Pricing and join us section. So yeah, it still needs a lot of work. There are still links, non-functional links. So I need to make them functional, and some other pages like contact us, about us page, and lots more too.
Yeah, there's still a so I'm just opening up the template, the Lovable template that I created, or that. So yeah, so we've got the join us page, but the big one at the moment that I'd like to get onto is this assessment hub page. The assessment hub I'm going to offer as a standalone product, if you like. So anyone, they don't have to be a HRMate customer to use the assessment hub. I want to make that an application where they can log in separately and have the landing page, I guess, specific for the assessment hub, but it needs to be part of HRMate. So it's going to be a difficult one to figure out how we integrate it all. But if you have a look at the Lovable site that I'll just let me just share the screen for a minute and I'll show you my thinking at least.
Okay.
Yeah. It doesn't have to look exactly like this, but okay, can you see my screen?
Yes.
So the idea...
Yeah, I can see your screen.
Yeah. So the idea, and again, I'm not sure whether this is the right approach, and I'm going to be guided by you guys as to what we're doing here. But I've got the assessment hub as a separate link out on this, and that's purely at the moment I've built it in a separate Lovable app. So, but we've really got two other pages which we need to show here. One's the assessment hub, and the other one's the browse jobs. But for the assessment hub, so it opens up to a completely new landing page, if you like, specifically for the assessment section, because it's quite a large module. So I've put this together so that you don't have to have posted a job on HRMate to use it, because this is an opportunity to get customers to convert. Okay, you've experienced a little bit of us through our assessment hub. Now let's go back and hey, you can do full posting jobs and advertising and everything else, recruitment and whatnot through it. But the whole concept here is that we have a valued service that we can sell straight away to customers. So this is where we link everything in here will be done through Zobin. So we just need to get the Zobin API set up and start to work out how that integration works. And we're up and running with the assessment hub. It's got its own back-end functionality. So we have roles, and now these are just random roles that we've created. We have a whole list of assessments. Again, these are just mock data and dummy assessments at the moment. But this is the candidates list. So these candidates, my thinking is that these are candidates that companies have added manually to the system just to do assessments. But if we can link this back to our ATS, then these candidates can flow both ways to our ATS for users who are using the assessment center through the ATS. So that's the assessment. And then there's the credit system that we've got. And this is what I was talking about, the credit. So this is where the credit works, because $5 per credit is our baseline. And then you can buy pre-buy credits, and then you can use them for whatever information you want to assess. So the different bundles are worth different things. There's a way that you can brand this and add locations and whatnot. But the key thing here is that it's quite an easy go-to-market strategy for us to be able to add value into the ATS system as well. So it'll work within the ATS, or it'll work completely independent of the ATS. We just need to think about how that works. But that's an important part. I just wanted to run through that, because this is a piece that we need to figure out how we market the assessment hub as much as the platform in itself. There's two different aspects here to look at marketing. So to be honest, Charles, I don't mind. You could have built and copied this whole Lovable stuff and I would have been happy. Like I spent a fair bit of time doing the content, the layout, the look and feel. Some of the graphs like the images need updating, but the rest of this work is pretty much where I see the system going. So, I wasn't actually aware that you're going to be redesigning everything from scratch. So, so there's a fair bit. You can see that just the color that I've added through here as well. The color side is important. I think a lot of the websites get pretty boring these days. And the way that I've structured this is each hero section has its own theme, slight different theme based on it uses the primary color, but each of them have a different secondary color. Just adds a bit of tone to the whole thing. And then this join us page is, this is where we get the consultants to sign up. There's the application side here. But what I was going to do with this, guys, is this is a form, but these would basically be jobs for HRMate in the system that these guys just apply to, but we need to have a static link on our page. The job remains on our website all the time, basically. So it's just a slightly different take on the job setup. But ultimately, this is where we would capture that information. So, if it's easy to get to market, just copy this whole thing, like just mirror it. I said I only did the front end UI in Lovable, but it works pretty close. So I don't really see the need to reinvent the wheel here. A little bit of fine tuning, and I think we're good to go. But it's this assessment hub that I want to really look at how we get that to market as quick as we can. So I'll leave that one for you to think about.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Oh.
Yeah, but there's a lot of that info. There's some things in there that haven't worked. You got to remember AI built all that, so it's not perfect, but a lot of it's pretty good. So anyway, just something to think about from the structure of how it's set up.
Yeah, got it.
Okay, so the priorities I want to see at the moment is obviously we've got to get the main ATS system working and launching, but on the background, I'd like to see if we can get some traction on this assessment hub. So the assessment hub and the integration with Zobin, I want to start working out, because I want to start getting some traction on that. If you look at that assessment hub, I can mark it before we even get the ATS to market completed. So if he was ready today, I could market it today because it's ready to go. We don't have to do anything. All we need is the link from Zobin and the landing page and the dashboard on the back end to manage the platform, the jobs and assessments in, and it's easy to go. So I'd like to focus on that. Obviously, we've got the landing page where I want to beta to tackle and get some beta users signed up in a bit of a database of users. We've spoken about the payment gateway and Airwallex. And then it's just the Zobin piece with the assessment center and Job Target, getting that API sorted and getting those links connected. Those guys will lose interest very quickly if we don't start working with them. And they're a pretty big US company, Job Target. We're tiny fish in their world, but I want to show them that we're keen and we're getting traction, and while we're getting the links and everything set up with the APIs. They asked me to hold off because their team, they say, work pretty quick to get those links set up. We just need to make sure we're ready and communicating with them correctly. So I'll leave the communication directly to you guys with those API links. I don't need to get involved. I'm just going to slow the process down. But if you need anything, let me know. But if you can start working through that, that'd be great.
Okay.
Okay. Anything else, guys?
No, not for now. Anything else? I guess what is your timeline? What timeline are you expecting?
It's what you can deliver. I don't know how much work's left on your end to do. I'll be guided by you. I want to. As I said, I want to bring something to market quickly, and to me, that's to be honest, that's the assessment hub, because I think it's got the least amount of work to get to market, to be honest. So that's probably the one thing. If I can start getting that to market and get some traction and some revenue, then that's a good thing. Timeline, guys. As I said, I'm not, when we first started this, I'm not unrealistic, but I just want to keep things moving. Every month I'm not to market, it's a month I'm not making money out of it. So that's the way I look at it. I know about a month and a half ago you thought you'd be pretty close to being ready by now. I see there's still a fair bit to go before we're getting ready. We've got to get all the APIs linked together. So there's still a fair bit to go. I would think there's if we can be ready in a month or two would be be good. But again, just keep working hard is all I can ask. I'm not going to set unrealistic targets because it is what it is at the end of the day. There's only so much, there's this much work and this much time. So it's whatever fits within that. So, let's just keep pushing to get things finalised. There's going to be a lot of testing. Once we get this where you go, John, I think we're ready. We're going to do a lot of testing. We've got a lot of what ifs and a lot of maybes and how's that work to fine tune it. But we'll get to that point. But what I saw, guys, is fantastic. I'm really, really happy with what you've presented and your thinking behind it. I said I think there's a little bit of fine tuning we're doing along just with some terminology and complexity on things. But just have a think through those comments that I made around the workflows. Do we need 2 different workflows for a job posting? I don't know. I hadn't even thought that there would be 2. So now you might have a really good reason and you might be able to convince me that this is the right way to go. But they're the sorts of things we need to just have some good reasons for doing. But let's just focus like simplicity in user experience is really the key here, making sure that it's very self-explanatory as to what to do next. But probably the one comment, and it threw me a little bit when I first saw 14 steps to post a job. I'm not sure how we can condense that a little bit. I'd only ever mapped out about 5 steps. And I know we still had all of the same information, don't get me wrong, but breaking it up into 14 or 15 steps, I think just gives the user the, holy crap, this is complicated. Where if it's 5 bigger steps, it doesn't seem as complicated. They're none the wiser that it's the same information. But it might just be, we might just have to consolidate some of that info, that's all. The one that the pieces that I'm a little unsure of at the moment is just how far we've broken down the description, the requirements, and the responsibilities. I'm nearly thinking that can be all just in position details, just in one. Like, I think we're making it too complicated because some companies just write it as part of their description rather than itemize each line item out. So I think what we'll do is if we can consolidate the description, the responsibilities and role or duties or whatever, I think the last one was, just allow them to create a nice position description with bullet points and they can itemize that in the bullet points because that's ultimately what they're going to do anyway. It's just we're forcing them to do it our way rather than allowing them to do it in a single form, if you like. Because a lot of people they would already have one written and they would just cut and paste it and put it in there. Because I know that's what I do now with other systems. So just have a look at that. I think if we can get that workflow down to maybe 5 items or 5 steps, I think it's just a mindset piece where it doesn't look as bad. Like 14 steps looks, wow, this is a complicated system. It's not the message we want to give. Yeah. Righto, guys, fantastic. Same as usual. I'm on WhatsApp if you need anything, sing out, and we can keep moving.
And also, like,
all right, guys.
One more thing. On Tuesday, like, you will let us know about the job target API by Tuesday.
I've already sent that information through, I think, Anish.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, so you should have all the API for Job Target. You should have everything for Zobin.
Yeah, like, but we needed that some ID. I don't remember it, but we needed some ID. After that, like, we can start iterating on the APIs.
Can you just send me exactly what you need and I'll follow up for you?
Okay, I will send you on the WhatsApp.
Okay, we will send it.
Yeah, just send it. Just make sure I ask for the right information. That's all.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
okay. That's all. And for
Okay.
now, like, we will work upon the assessment hub too. Like, if we want to like start it on the market first.
We can prioritize assessment of
And
Yeah, let's. I think it. Well, it's a module we've got to get done anyway. So I may as well. I think if we can get that to market, it'll help a lot because I can promote that and start to get HR Mate's name out there, and it doesn't have to necessarily be for the ATS. It can be just in the HR world that we're offering assessments now.
yeah.
So we can offer assessments, we can offer criminal checks and things like that. So they're all going to be API driven ideas. Back, I need to find some APIs for the criminal and some of the other checks, but I'll do that this week. But yeah, have a play with that assessment hub, but have a look at the examples that I did in Lovable because they're from a workflow they're pretty close.
yeah.
Oh, got it. Okay, that's all.
And then the big one with the assessment hub is how do you integrate it into our ATS?
Mhm.
Because it will be it's a standalone module in the ATS, so it could just be a button in the side menu for assessment hub. But we need to be able to link it back up to its job. So you might need to run an API thing to link the two. I'll leave